Hi everyone, in this video I want to explain some basic characteristics of what heroes are like in ancient Greece and Greek mythology. So what I'm going to do in this video is talk a bit about what the definition of a hero is, what made a hero as opposed to a god or a man, and also talk about what tends to happen in hero myths. So firstly, what is a hero? Basically, a hero is someone who isn't a god or isn't a man, but someone in between. So he is better than your average human being, but he's still not as good as the gods. So superhuman, but not a god. And because of this, any special powers he might have are just better forms of human ones, like super strength, super endurance, super intelligence, and so on. Sometimes the reason for this is because they are demigods, so one of their parents is a god or goddess, but some of them are also, their parents are both mortal human beings, but they are superior to regular humans. A key characteristic of heroes in Greek mythology is that they were mortals, meaning they can die, as opposed to the gods who are immortal. They tend to be quite aware of the fact that their death is inevitable. They know that they're going to die. And so the only way that they can live on after death is to achieve glory and fame in their lifetime, so that people still tell stories about them after they die. So that is their version of immortality. So they don't, I guess, literally live forever, but their name lives forever. In terms of myths about heroes, there are a bunch of things which tend to crop up no matter which Greek hero you're reading about. So firstly, there's usually something unusual about either how they were conceived, how they were born, what their childhood was like. So there's something unusual and special about this. They also have some key relationships, so they will have at least one enemy who tries to make their life difficult, and they will have at least one person who helps them, and that those enemies and allies may be divine, they may be a god or goddess, or they may also be human, but there are significant people who intervene in their life. They have to complete a task or a quest, so heroes have to accomplish something, and it's usually because their enemies have, caused problems for them, given them things that they have to do. Along the way, they have difficulties which they face and have to overcome, but the nature of these difficulties is different for our different heroes. There may also be some restrictions or prohibitions on him, so he's not allowed to do particular things, and he might forget this, which causes him further difficulties. All heroes tended to have a special weapon or some clothing or a symbol, and this is how we're able to easily recognize them in art. And some heroes even have to conquer death itself by, say, going into the underworld and coming back out of it. However, they do all die eventually. And ultimately, a hero is a hero because he succeeds, and his success is due to both his personal qualities, his strengths, whether they are physical or emotional and mental, and also his allies helping them. So now that we've got a bit of an outline of what a hero is like, we are going to examine Heracles, also known as Hercules, as a specific example of this. So we'll see how Heracles ticks all these boxes.